Okay, so good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to this business opportunity presentation. And I want to share with you that if you're here today and you have a dream, you are in the right place. If you're here today and you desire for a day when one day you will not be able to walk anymore because you'll have grown beyond the time of work, um, and then you will get to a point where you're no longer earning active income. I'm praying and I'm hoping that by coming for this meeting today, you'll be able to create a system around your life that will enable you to earn passive income when you can no longer work. Financial freedom is a state of life where what you earn without work is sufficient to take care of your living expenses. And this is my desire that a light bulb will turn on in your head today, and you will see how you can begin to earn passive income over the years. So I tell people, many people don't think about this, but all of us must get to a point in our lives where we will not be able to work anymore. At that time, would we have created a system around our lives that ensures that we are sufficiently paid even in this time? If you're listening to me today, how do I build? How does one build to have this kind of passive income? And it's very simple. The way to build is by building a system. It's by building a pipe. For example, there are two categories of people. There are people who are carrying buckets and there are people who are building pipes. And this is from the parable of pipelines, where two types of people were described. One person fetches water by carrying buckets of water, going to the sea to fetch the water every day. And the other person gets water by building a piping system that comes to the city. The one who is carrying buckets will get water faster, will get water quicker, will get rewarded for that water quickly as well. The one who is building pipes, it will take a long while before the pipes will be built and before he'll begin to get water. People may see him as a failure when that journey starts, but guess what? Ultimately, you realize that the person who is carrying buckets will have back pain, will have issues, and will have to carry buckets for life because when they are not carrying their buckets, there'll be no water. The person who is laying pipes will go through a long, tedious 3-year, 4-year, 5-year project. But at the end of laying the pipes, all they need to do to get water is just turn on the taps. And if you're here today, these two people are metaphors for people who are living their lives for the now and people who are planning for the future. I like what the Bible says. You find it in the Quran as well. If you are lazy, go to the ant, you will learn wisdom. What does the ant do? The ant has no chief or commander, but it prepares for summer. It prepares for winter in summer. And wisdom is the ability to delay gratification. Wisdom is long-term thinking. Wisdom is saying, how can I build a pipe around my life to ensure that in the days of my life where I can no longer actively carry the buckets, I can have water dripping. Now, everybody needs to be building towards financial freedom. Everybody needs to have a place where they exist, not because they are still energetic and they're still doing work, but because they build systems. Now, in building these systems, there are 5 unique systems you can build. You want to build things that are able to generate value for you when you're no longer there. And guess what? While you are building those pipes, there's also an opportunity for you to be gaining value as things progress. So you can earn value today as you progress, even though you are waiting for your pipe to be built. In order to do this, there are many ways to do this, about 5 ways to do this. Some of them are very expensive, like real estate, like paper investments, like automated business. They are very expensive. Some of them are very talent consuming, like royalty is talent consuming. And there's another model, the 5th model, which I want to discuss with you today, gives you an opportunity to build towards financial freedom by leveraging on products of value and building a team and a system around them. Now, many of us in Africa are very used to my work is what creates my income. So we have an existence where we are very, we're more concerned about how can I create value and then earn based on the value that I create. We don't understand the concept of leverage. And what I want to share about today has to do with the concept of leverage. Just follow me. I want us to look at this. This is very important. So I'll give you a table, a very brief table for you to look at. This is something that I find very exciting. And if you're looking at your screen today, I hope you can say this. Many of us don't understand this phenomenon called leverage. And leverage is such a beautiful thing. Paul Getty said this. He said, I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. And this is understanding leverage, realizing that there's so much I can do. But if I'm able to combine my efforts together with others, and they can put in a little, I will enjoy leverage. Now, this leverage is the heartbeat of what I want to share with you today. There are 4 categories of people. We have the category of people called employees. These are people who basically exchange their time for money. Okay, you times your job equals to income. 100% of their income, of their energy is what they use to create income. They have a job. They convert their time to money. They enjoy no leverage. But this is where everybody starts. And then the second category that they develop into is a category called self-employed. This category of people, their time may equal more money. They still enjoy no leverage. They trade their time for money and they start every day at zero. There's nothing accumulated from the previous day. They just basically start every day at zero, go to the shop, do their work, and earn. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if this is how you're living your life, it's not a bad way to start, but it is a terrible way to end. Okay, this is not the way you want to end life. Many people end their lives this way. In fact, society, over 95% of society end their lives this way. And I want to say to you today that this is not your portion. You will do better than this. And this meeting is about how do we do better than this? How do we create the opportunity that allows us to do better than this? There are a few factors you must consider before you know the vehicle that helps you to do this. Okay, the other category, third category, is called the business quadrant category. Unfortunately, the thinking between the left and the right is different. Linear income versus residual income requires different thinking. And this inner game of thinking is one of the things that this business model that we're sharing with you helps you to change. You can radically transform the way that you think by involving yourself in a small business that allows you to own a system and help you to let people work for you. So this one converts people to dollars. It's not time. You enjoy leverage. Income is not dependent on your presence. Income is not dependent on your time. You get 1% of your energy and of other people's energy, and you can leverage on it. And of course, the fourth category is investor, where money equals more money. They say the rich are getting richer. Okay, first of all, you need to become rich before you can get richer. And of course, the investors make more money with money. Of course, it takes a lot of money to pursue smaller money, but guess what? That cycle continues to grow and bloom. Now, how is this meeting going to help you achieve this? Very simple. Now, we are here with a proposition. For money to be created, for wealth to be created, the first thing that needs to happen for wealth to be created is that value is created. So value comes before money. How do you make money? By solving a problem. Okay, wealth is generated when a problem is solved. Everybody who is a billionaire today in dollars is a billionaire because they are offering value. They have found something that people need and they are offering it. Now, in our unique environment, Nigeria, there is a big problem that we're able to solve from here that is able to create tremendous value for the future. And that's why this conversation that we're having is an exciting conversation. We have identified a problem. There's a very big problem happening as far as people's health is concerned. Everybody in this room knows at least one person who has a health challenge, ranging from diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis, body pains, regular headaches, menstrual pain, excruciating and extreme menstrual pain, challenges with their feet, challenges with the parts of their body. Everybody here knows someone who lives with these realities and has gotten to take it as maybe this is normal. Now, when problems surround you this way, it tells you that there is opportunity. Opportunity is when a problem is solved. Okay, that's what opportunity is. So whenever there's a problem and you are able to create something that solves it, that's where the opportunity is. So I want to ask you today, do you know people like this? Are you living around people who have this reality? Okay, do you have people around you who that there's a problem? There's a problem, and that this problem you can be involved in solving. If I have people in the house today who can point and say, okay, I know someone who has one of these health challenges or the other, just pitch in the box and say, yes, I do. Just say, yes, I do, so that we can identify and say, okay, yeah, good. We know people know people who have these challenges, and these challenges are real. Okay, so I can hear, yes, I do. Now, because every time there's a problem, those who participate in creating the solution will make phenomenal income. And that's why we are here today. We're here today because there's an opportunity. The world doesn't know about it yet, but it's gradually growing. So on a month-on-month basis, a lot of people are getting on board with this opportunity. And this is not like any other opportunity you have seen, because many opportunities hype rewards, they hype how much you can earn, and we have all of that to hype as well. But the biggest hype in this business is the product. The biggest hype in this particular business is the solution that we're able to add. This is technically the biggest hack. And I want to show you what that problem looks like very quickly. So this is the problem. Problem is there are health challenges out there and people are buying death instead of health. And I don't know about you, but this is a cost we should all rally around. People are dying from liver failure, they are dying from kidney failure, they are dying of a number of challenges because what they look up to as a solution, because regular medicine is not failing people in Nigeria, it's failing people around the world. People are treating one particular ailment and the after side effects that are being created by normal medics creates a lot of problems. And I don't want to go bashing, because today we also actually recommend that people utilize both and rely on their doctors. But people around the world, statistics show us that over 76% in developed nations still patronize, what we call herbal alternatives or alternative medicine, or what you call traditional medicine. There's a lot of China is heavy on traditional medicine. Singapore is heavy on traditional medicine. In UK and the US, traditional medicine is still very strong. People are still looking at herbals to use. But we have a peculiar problem in this side of the world, and that peculiar problem is the kind of products that are peddled for these things are not safe. So you carry them in bottles. They don't have clear or regulated or approvals. There's no sticker showing you if there's any approval on it. Number two, they are not high quality. Products are questionable. They look and feel poor. They betray poor quality. The dosage and expiry dates are not clear. There's even none. And then effectiveness is a myth because there's nobody curating the testimonies. There's no data to show if it works. You don't even know if what you took yesterday is what you're going to take today. So there's a problem. And the patronage that is available in this space on an annual basis is in billions. I have a few numbers that I've seen, that I've checked out, and you will not believe, things people take for manpower, things people take for good health, things people take to just boost their immunity. The market available in this space is in the billions. One company was doing 15 billion about 4 years ago. We tried to drive this with other products like 3 years ago, and we're able to easily, conveniently do 1 billion plus. Ladies and gentlemen, this problem is real, it's big. People are not paying attention to it, but that problem is there. Now, so we came up with a solution to that problem. I would say, you know what? If this percentage is what WHO is saying is using traditional medicine, not only in Nigeria but around the world, if Guardians is saying in their dailies that over 80% of Lagosians drink herbal concoctions, if we have done this before and we're able to drive $2.8 million in 2 years, then we know that there's an opportunity here. Okay, and that opportunity allows us to have a serviceable market of middle class people alone over 20 million plus. Okay, of what we expect to be able to sell on a monthly basis, if we service 20% of the available markets, it's astronomical, the potential of our business. And for a global size of business, is big. The business market size is in a series of billions of dollars. It's amazing what's happening with COVID, for example. There's a lot of drive towards naturals and herbals. Things are gonna blow. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we have. And so we have a variety of products, herbal products within this range, range of products that gives you an opportunity to be able to tackle a number of ailments because of the oxidative stress that it handles. So, of course, it mops up the oxidative excesses, repairs damaged cells, is a catalyst for other reader blends, and also a catalyst for potentiates even traditional English medicine. It boosts immunity, is a strong antioxidant, is a strong diabetic, and a strong antihypertensive. We have testimonies curated from around the world that shows that this product is amazing. Okay, testimonies are all over the place, and I'm sure a few people will share more today. So we have the Reader Fire, we have the balm, we have cleanser, we have disinfectants, we have Reader Restore, we have Fat Burner, and lately we have personal hygiene category where we have the body butter, the body wash, the hand wash, the hand sanitizers, and the list goes on. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're here today, this is an opportunity. On the back of this opportunity, the company has created a marketing channel that allows you to earn income from recommending these products to others. Okay, the company says, you know what, there's a platform and opportunity for you to share in the potential revenue possible. And the projection is that by 2025, we'll be doing $105 million US. If you want to break that down into Naira, that's somewhere in the ballpark of give or take 50 billion to 100 billion. These are the kind of volumes we want to do over the next 5 years. If you're joining us today, you are in at a good time. we can rock this party together. We can really make amazing things happen together. Of course, this is not being done alone. There are partners to make this done, and everybody shares value along the way. I hope you are following me very closely. So we've identified the problem, we've identified the solution that works. I'm going to allow a few people to share testimonies in the house today, just so you know that this is no fibe. Every day we are recording testimonies. We recorded a testimony that someone shared with us 2 days ago about her husband somewhere in France, a white husband of 70 years, who's already having Parkinson's symptoms that the body begins to shake. It's something that affects the brain, affects the physiology. And guess what? They started using Reader, and they were shocked when they go into the hospital and they realized the doctor said they can't even. They thought that maybe the drugs they gave them will help manage the symptoms because it's irreversible. The Reader has done the unimaginable. It has reversed the trend. There's no more shaking, and they can't even find any traces of Parkinson in the person anymore. That's not the only outlier example. We have an example of Parkinson's here as well. There are examples of, all sorts of things, food poisoning. Have examples of, people managing diabetes. Diabetes and high blood pressure and arthritis have become normal things that Reader is able to tackle and handle very well. So the universe that needs this product, and of course for immunity, we've had stories of people who had COVID, who were boosted from their immunity boosted, and even though they were in contact with people that had COVID, they didn't have COVID. So call it some kind of protection for them and insurance against these pandemics. But guess what? Amazing things are happening with these products around the world. And the company says, you know what? Having provided this opportunity, how will the product get to the ends of the earth? There are many ways you can do this. You can do this with regular retail and basically get trucks, get a shop, roll it out in pharmacies, roll it out in big stores, get big dealers, get a KD, do advertisements and spend and then sell with this, empower like 10 different distributors, get advertisement agencies empowered to make the news about the product and share the news about the product. But the company says, you know what? That's not the way we want to sell these products. This is not the way we want to drive this value. We want to drive this value by empowering everyday people. The best form of recommendation is still the recommendation of a friend. That's the best form of advertising. That when your friends recommend something, it's more tangible and stronger for you than if you hear it on television. In fact, many times we hear things on television that we don't even know what they're talking about. We just hear, we like the sound, we dance to the music, but we don't know the efficacy or the value of the products. The beauty of this is a friend tells a friend, somebody here is using this product, got to hear about it from somebody else. Many of the people in this room will not be using this product if somebody didn't tell them about it. And then they tried it for themselves and they got confirmed that this works and this is true. And that's how wealth is created. So the company says, you know what? We have a system where when you share this with others and they share with others, the company is not going to reward you only for sharing it with your friend who buys. The company is going to provide you with a tracking center that allows you to track when your friend buys, when your friend's friend buys, when your friend's friend buys, and when your friend's friend buys. And they track it for you. And every time they buy from the company says, who told him? Who told them? Who told the person that told them? And it pays you all the way along the line for being registered with the business. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can earn phenomenal. And I'm not missing words with you when I say phenomenal. You can earn phenomenal income doing this if you plug in with this opportunity. And I'm going to share that with you very quickly, what you can benefit from this opportunity from an income point of view. But while I'm doing that, I'd like somebody to share a testimony today. You have something that happened that you would like to share. The beauty of these meetings is it doesn't matter how many people are physically present in these meetings are being recorded and they'll be valuable to people who will listen to them after. So if you have a testimony today that you would like to share, I would like to take your testimony. And I would like it when, share. People, many of us have had so many testimonies. We feel, let me not share. Let me just look for the one that is fresh and happened this morning. You don't need to look at the fresh one that happened this morning. Every day is a testimony. I know, yes, the testimonies are plugging every day. But there's a testimony that you have had, you have experienced that you are here to share. Or the experience you have experienced that you have shared, but you have not shared in a public forum. So today, you have feedback about the product, something that happened with your customers, something that happened with you, something that happened with people that you know you love. Please just say in the chat window, I would like to share, or raise up your hand in the whatever box I'm looking at it, I will see, and then I will take you so I can share. Feel free to interrupt me with your request at any time during this presentation. Just say it and I will get you in. I will pause from my own conversation to engage you and get you to share your story with us as well. And, share the stories, feel free to share. So can you show your hand if you want to share? Let me know and I'll get you to share. So the company is saying, okay, someone says I will share. Okay, I see somebody who wants to share. So I'm going to get someone to share. And then when we come back on the sharing, and I know that somebody's sharing will trigger other people to want to share as well. When we get through with the sharing, I will now show you very quickly in 5 minutes how you can earn money with this opportunity, how you can be a billionaire with this if you want, how you can be a multimillionaire with this if you want, how you can earn $1 million a month with this if you want, and how you can make your dreams come true. So let's have Dr. Fumi. I know you can have voice and you can have face if you want that as well.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
What I want to share today, it's not what you call a big testimony, but it is all the same. You know, of late, I've been going through my name lists. Of course, some people have signed up and some people, you know, I'm reviewing it and growing it. No, I came across, I just remembered a cousin of mine who's a doctor, he's a medical doctor, and I know that I spoke to him about the opportunity. So I think it was sometime in April, May last year. And he couldn't attend, but eventually attended a presentation. But I remember I gave him a sample of reader, but I forgot all about it. So today I was just telling him about how, look, you're a doctor, you come across people, look, if you don't want to do this business, introduce them to me, tell them that there's one cousin of yours bothering you somewhere and send them to me. So by the way, I think I gave you something. How was it? And this was since last year. I didn't bother asking. He said, actually, let him not lie, that when he took those bitters, that he had piles, grade 1, and that within a week, it had gone. He felt much better. You know, I had to even call him back. I called him back about an hour ago that, look, tell me more about it. And he said, actually, that was when he specified that it was grade 1 hemorrhoids. And after taking reader for a week, the symptoms resolved. So I just thought there are so many people that are using our products. Maybe people like me are not asking enough. You know, I think we need to ask people and, you know, find out, because it's not only for other people to hear, oh, it's doing this. It's so that people with similar conditions can try it. And you just never know. There'll be some resolution of people's symptoms, something that's bothering somebody. You've tried medical. I mean, this is a doctor, so you know that he probably has tried the regular things that need to be used. Or maybe he didn't try, but he used reader and there was resolution. So that's just what I want to share.
Awesome. Well done. Very good. It's the first time I'm hearing about grade 1. I don't know what the grades are. Interesting. You know, so these are amazing. So amazing things that are happening with the products. Is there anybody else that wants to share? I think one of the lessons we learned from this, and I think, you know, very good points, Dr. Fumi. We can't afford to sell the product and not follow up. You know, we can't afford it. We can't afford to share about the product and not ask people how did it go. You know, remember what we're doing. We're not selling a product. We are selling an experience, and that experience includes following up to say, you use this product. You know, it's 2 weeks. Can I get feedback? What happened? Is this working for you? You know, I think that's very important. So I like to encourage every one of us, when we push this product and we get across to people, it's important to follow up with them and see how they're doing. And sometimes how they're doing may not be good, in which case that's the value we add. We're able to be up close and personal with them, and then we can get their thoughts on, okay, so, you know, try this. Why don't you add this? Somebody still called me today and said, you know what, I'm having this. Should I change to cleanser? Should I add cleanser to it? You know, for my child, this is a challenge. There's some rashes. Should I increase the dosage? Should I do this? Should I apply topically? People want to know. And the beauty of this is it's a contact spot. And guess what? Because at the same time, it's not just about people buying the product and being customers. You're also building a team. You know, that team value gives you an opportunity for that as well. Is there anybody else who wants to share today? Chinwe, are you sharing? If you're sharing, let me give you voice so that you can share. Who else do I know in the house? I can see Mrs. Bele, do you want to share? If you want to share, let me know. I can see Felicia Lusola Adesoya in the room as well. If you want to share, let me know so that I can give you voice to share. I can see Mrs. Omorege. She had a fantastic session in the afternoon. If you want to share, let me know. I can give you voice to share. So anybody wants to share, just put it out there and I'll share. But very quickly today, let me show you how you can make money with this. Okay, I'm going to show you a quick slide, and I'll be out of it in a jiffy. So we have here with this opportunity, we have a tremendous opportunity to earn passive income. The company says very simple: buy a pack, buy a product pack. Once you buy this product pack, use the products, share with friends, get people interested, start with customers, and then upgrade them to distributors. And while you do this, there's active income. Okay, so I'm going to be carrying buckets. Buckets are, I'm telling one person about it, that's my bucket carrying. I earn some reward, I earn personal bonus. Okay, I get promo gifts from my active income. You know, I do promos, I get the gifts of the promos, and I can make multi-millions this way from active income. But there's also leverage income. So as a function of what I have done over time, not by direct activity, I earn leverage income, and this can be up to billions. And then, of course, I have passive income that I also can be multi-millions as well. Now, how do I earn all of these things? What do I need to do to participate in this? It's very simple. We have a formula we use. That formula is called the power of four. And with power of four, it says get 4 people on board, teach them to get 4 people on board, build a team. Understand that the way the company wants the product to move is from people telling people. As people come on board and they buy the products, beautiful products we have, people will repurchase them. As they repurchase them, you earn even higher income. But even their first initial purchase that puts them in the company gets them to become buyers, gets them to test the products, gets them to share with their friends. And guess what? If you grow your team with the power of 4, in the cycle that it takes you to build your team to 12 levels deep, you can be earning ₦1 billion a month. Now, ₦1 billion a month is too much money and very shocking for many people's mindsets. I'm like, come on, how can that be possible? Ladies and gentlemen, we have people who have grown this to level 3, level 4, level 5, are still very much in the early levels, and we can see the income potentials already happening as well. We know that by the time we get to those points, it will become inevitable to want to join us. But the best time is when it is still a forest. The best time to get on board a real estate project is not when they start tying the roads and building fences. It's long before the first person to build a house shows up there. While it's still in the rough, that's when to appreciate and get diamond for good value. That's what you want to do. Today, this opportunity is still ground floor. Highest rank in the company is 3-star. Where we're going is director level, black diamond director. People will get there. But today, you have an opportunity to come on board in with any of the packs and then position yourself very well. The income potentials on personal bonus alone is 13 billion. The income potential on matching bonus for that alone is 1.3 billion. And guess what? This is if you restrict yourself to 4. Ideally, as you build this business, by the time you build to 6 levels, you should go for another set of 4. And you should keep on going for another set of 4 as you're growing, so that you can earn this income over and over again times 5 times. Ladies and gentlemen, this industry is reputed to have created the highest number of millionaires in the world for very clear reasons. There is no limit to what you can achieve starting from small in this industry. It's a people business. If you like to help people, if you like to be a blessing, if you like to make a difference in people's lives, this is something you should pay attention to. If your team members are doing their GMX on a monthly basis, then you can even earn billions from there as well. If only 1% of your team is doing what they're supposed to be doing regularly, your income potentials on a monthly basis. These are monthly purchases, ladies and gentlemen, not yearly. If you build your team well, you can build to a point where monthly hundreds of millions, even billions are happening for you on the account of the team size that you have built. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a strategy that we want to use. And I tell people, this is how I want you to build this business. There's a strategy. And this strategy is what you need to put in your brain, put in your heart, and run with. Ask your upline, tell me what to do. Whatever you tell me to do, I will do. And run it that way. I tell people your first four periods in this Power 4 table, do it weekly. So there are 2 kinds of people. People who do it weekly and people who do it monthly. People who do it weekly are people who, under 4 weeks, they have already reached ₦1 million bonus. So the goal, this is your goal. I join this business, I drive it for 4 weeks with passion, I must earn my first 1 million. Okay? That's if you are driving 4 in a week, 4 a week after, 4 a week after, 4, my 4 do their 4, do their 4, and I can follow that up for 4 weeks, I will achieve that in 4 weeks. If I can't do 4 weeks and I'm slow and steady wins the race, I want to build to become 3-star, and I give myself 3 months. So I can tell myself, I will do this, I can do this weekly or monthly, first 4 periods. Then the next 4 periods after that, 4 from level 5 to 8, I can tell myself monthly or quarterly. If I do it monthly, it means it will take me 4 months to get to that level. If I do it quarterly, it means it will take me 1 full year to get to level 8 after my first 4 cycles. And ladies and gentlemen, success loves speed. So I want to do the first period in weeks or months. I want to do the second period in months or quarters. And I want to do the third period quarterly, biannually, or annually. If it takes me 12 years, ladies and gentlemen, what this is 4 years. If cumulative together, this is about 7 years. If I look at this cumulatively and I say it takes me 7 years to build a team where I get to black diamond and I'm earning $100 million, $200 million, naira on a monthly basis, is this bad? I don't think it's bad. I think this is phenomenal. And ladies and gentlemen, the company is not saying go and smuggle drugs. The company is not saying come and sell things that you don't understand how to sell. The company is saying take value from what we already understand is valuable. Take value from products that are already selling in the market. Take value from products that are not overpriced. They are rightly priced. They are herbals. They are naturals. They are doing phenomenal in Nigeria. They are doing exceptional abroad. It's selling in the US, selling in Canada, it's selling in the UK, it's selling in South Africa. These products work and the testimonies are there to show for it. And guess what? You have an opportunity to have a slice of this opportunity, plug in, and then create a team that allows you leverage over the next 5 to 7 years. People like Dr. Fumi, I know, are already making bold moves with this. People like MI are doing bold moves with this. People like Chinwe Chilaka are making bold moves with this. We have the rank of 2-star and above, 3-star, going on 4-star. There's a lot happening with the leadership trips. You can be a part of this opportunity. And my closing question to you today is very simple. Are you qualified? Are you qualified for your dreams? Do you have a burning desire? Do you have the means to start? Do you have influence? Are there people that will listen to you? And are you teachable? If any of these 4 categories mark who you are, then perhaps you're qualified. If you have 2 over 4, perhaps you are qualified. If you don't have any of these traits, or you have only 1 over 4, then you probably not want to be the person I will accept in my team, because my team has standards. Your team should have standards, and we're looking for qualified people. So I had some guests in the house today. I had Akim as a guest. I have a guest with Mr. Ayo Butuashi. I'd like to speak with you directly for a few minutes and ask you, do you think you have what it takes? Do you think you have what it takes to drive this opportunity to the zenith? Are you qualified for this? Do you have influence? Are there people who will listen to you? Do you have desire? The starting place of all achievement is desire. If I don't have a desire, I will not achieve great things. So do I have the means? Do I have desire? Okay, do you have desire? And of course, I'm asking, so okay, I have a guest as well. Excellent. So I'm looking at all the key elements of the things that you need to qualify. And I was saying, do you have them? Are you qualified? Yeah? Are you qualified? Do you have influence? Can you influence some people? Do you have the means to get started? And are you teachable? Ladies and gentlemen, this question I'm asking you today, I would like you to answer that question and say, are you qualified? Are you qualified? Is it something that you see as something that is possible for you? Do you see it in your future? That you can be earning $1 million per month, $2 million per month as income, residual income from a business opportunity you have built? Do you have influence? Do you have means? Are you teachable? And do you have desire? Okay, that's my question to the guest today. And if you are qualified, then ask the person that invited you, how can I be involved in this? If you think you are qualified, you probably are. If you think you are not, you probably are not qualified. Okay, Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt said something that is a quotable quote. He says, if you think you are right, or if you think you are, whether you think you are or you are not, you are right. Okay, perception of ourselves either is strong enough to be reality. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. Whatever you think about forms your reality. Our minds define our levels. So if you're here today and you think you're qualified, grab the person I invited you and say, how can I roll with you on this? And the beautiful thing with this is you're not in business by yourself. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You have help. So there are people in Dr. Fumi and us team today who, without our help, will not have become 2-star. So there's leverage. There are people in my team today who they will not become 2-star with my help. There's leverage. There are people in my team who will not become 2-star without our help. There's leverage. Okay? We help you become the best version of you. We don't abandon you to run by yourself. We support you. Somebody is doing training on your behalf. Somebody is seasoning on your behalf. People are working together with you to achieve the best version of you. So we're here today and you want to be inspired, you want to be connected, and you want to be empowered. Let us make this happen. Okay, let's make this happen. I'd like to have a shout out from a guest today. Just say in the chat box there, I am qualified. And for the members who are in the house today, you are 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. One day we will get to diamond. We'll get to black diamond. And I'm telling you, the way this business works, if I get to black diamond, then my downlines must get to diamond. When my downlines get to diamond, their downlines must get to emerald. When their downlines get to emerald, their downlines must get to ruby. You know what that means? It means we cannot achieve greatness without you. It means if you know what you're doing, you want to tie yourself very closely to the apron strings of your leader. Because as they make progress, you make progress. As they're making progress, they will push you to make progress. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Some of those places have income lines that are 50 million naira per month. Yes, by the time you're a diamond director, you are earning about 50 million naira per month. I'm not joking. Forget the gifts. The gift of a car, house. Those are just gifts. The real deal at the point where you're black diamond is crazy. When you're black diamond, you should be collecting 1 billion naira per month. Black diamond. If you do your business correctly and build, you don't do, let me use cash to do it. You build. You strategically build your team. You build it with depth. You build it with value. The income potential there is crazy. Many networks have, when you do this, this is where it stops. When you do this, this is the maximum income. On 3 Mondays, throttle down. There's no maximum income. You can build wild, you can build deep, you can do exciting things to ensure that you can boost your income, and it can be residual income if you build it correctly. I want to encourage everybody here today, if you're in the house today, I think you're qualified for black diamond, just type in the window, I am qualified. Thank you very much for coming and listening to me. I'm standing in for the people who couldn't present to you today. I hope it's been